Now, good viber, you might not even make it to the end of this video if I'm being honest, especially because we're talking about ADHD, and I know that you might have the attention span of a goldfish or a fly. But with that being said, I am Esther Joy, and I'm coming at you with another video. And on this channel, we're going to be talking about ADHD, manifestation, and the connection that it has with indigo children. So this is really interesting, or even other star seeds, but we're going to be focusing on indigo children because I do believe that they are directly tied to star seeds with their aura and their energy signature and their frequency. Now, diving in, I want to just say really quickly that you don't have to have ADHD or have, these kind of symptoms to still be considered an indigo child. And reversely, you don't have to be an indigo child to and have ADHD. It's not like that. I just wanted to make this video to bring a lot of awareness and explain and show, some insight on why this attention deficit disorder has been increasing, as well as the sighting and population of indigo children and starseeds in general. So with that being said, we are, the world is shifting. We're literally going through an awakening, and people's attentions are definitely shortening, okay? Like this video, I'm planning on making it very short, so it is easy for people to pay attention to. With that being said, it's really, really important to realize that a lot of these beings that are considered indigo or star seeds have come from higher densities or lighter dimensions. So for them, it was a lot easier to manifest instantly. And with that being said, here on the physical plane, it's a little bit more difficult for those instantaneous thoughts to come into fruition. So their physical vessel might move to the next thing, actually thinking that they already have done the work in their mind, even though on the physical level they haven't. And so really attuning themselves to the physical is kind of what's happening. There's nothing wrong with having a low attention span. All that means is that, and because of the increase in the population having it, things are going to be changing for everyone, and that's a part of the whole new earth shifting into that kind of energy and seeing that being reflected. And we can see that being reflected in shorter form videos, and really just shorter, more condensed information in general, because people simply don't have the attention span that they once did to read like a 300-page book per se. Now, with that being said, it's really interesting because we still are going through a transitional phase, and for a long time a lot of people thought ADHD was something that was bad or needed to be diagnosed, or was just not something that was normal. But quite honestly, we should be designing the world for these people, because if they're scattered per se, attention span, which is simply because they're used to being multidimensional and having this ability to have a consciousness impermeating multiple sources at once, we should be designing for that, and it will just make life a lot easier as a whole. That's what I personally think. I think that, that's where we're going. I really do hope with this whole situation, and I'm working as much as I can to see that into reality. With that being said, though, there's also that other side if people aren't really aware of how powerful their intention is, because it is that manifestation first and the first front line that we have for creating. If your attention span gets sucked into certain other systems without noticing or really being fully aware That's another thing. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. So trust that your attention is going where it needs to. If you feel a little troubled because you're used to manifesting instantly and you're trying to get used to this physical world, then try to make things as simple as you can in this physical realm. It's here. It's really easy for some people to get distracted with these other high dopamine, high reward, easy entry, open to just do it. Now, when you are manifesting, just be aware, make it easy on you, make it easy on your attention. It's not supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be hard to concentrate on or focus on. If you feel like it is, then most likely you also have inner dialogue telling you that it's difficult to concentrate. And I just want you to bring awareness to that. If you feel like you can hear every time you're concentrating, like, it's so hard for me to pay attention, or it's so hard for me to focus, or I can't focus on that your inner dialogue is distracting you. And, you know, just ask yourself, how can I make it easier to focus on what I'm wanting to do? How can I structure my physical reality so that I have limited distractions? The phone is probably the biggest distraction because you have everything there, and it's so easy to go from one thing to the next, or even forget why you decided to go on your phone in the first place. So being really aware and just seeing how can you really cut those distractions back, possibly deleting apps, you know, taking off your notifications, and really seeing what little things can you do, because those little things are what many people with ADHD will pay attention to other than the big picture. So how can you really refine those little things to work for you instead of against you? How can you really structure your day so it's simple and it doesn't require a lot of focus, but you can still focus for as little amount of time as you can, or as much as you can. So that's kind of why I'm making this video, just to share little thoughts about ADHD, manifestation, indigo children, and, you know, the difference in densities, which is really showing how the world is going to be restructured moving forward to make it easier for people with these kind of attention symptoms to be able to function, as well as the whole population. It's just going to be a lot easier for our minds. So I'm looking forward to that. If you like this video, found value in it, then press the thumbs up. If you resonated with it and you have anything to add, like you have ADHD or any tips that have helped you, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. You'll help me, you'll help the whole fam out. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I know it's kind of a long video for you to pay attention to, but you did it, so give yourself a pat on the back and a little bit of dopamine. Here you go. And I will see you in the next video. Have an amazing day. Namaste.